The Ugandan Realtor presents the Property Hour. It's informative, inclusive, and up-to-date. Tune in every Monday from 8 to 9 p.m. on Next Radio to get the latest in the real estate sector. From real estate financing, trends, construction, land-related matters, property rights, to directly engaging with key industry stakeholders. Tune in on Next Radio on 106.1 FM, StarTimes Channel 243 on TV, or download the Next Radio app. And if you're in the diaspora, just click www.nextradio.co.ug/live. The Property Hour, powered by Penthouse Inn, Namugongo, Pyramid Housing, and HK Properties Uganda. The Property Hour with the Ugandan Realtor.
Good evening to our listeners and viewers tonight. We are on the Property Hour on Next Radio 106.1 FM, as well live streaming on www.nextradio.co.ug/live. And someone who is in their living room, kindly tune in so that you can get to learn yourself something new in the real estate and property industry in Uganda. It is me, your host, the Ugandan Realtor, that will be taking you through from 8 to 9 p.m. Our topic tonight is know your journey of owning a house. Do you think it is possible to own a house? Or you're still in the impossibility world? How easy is it to own a house? How hard could it be? We are going to bring you the people that have gone through challenges on a home. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, that is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. Check out the Ugandan Realtor to keep up to date with the latest information in the real estate, housing, and property sector. And tonight we have a very interesting topic for you, someone listening in. We want to take you through a journey to owning your home. Let us go into a commercial break, and when we come back, we will be listening into them. Thank you.
Have you always dreamt of owning a beautiful, spacious, and luxurious home? Then look no further. At HK Properties, we have mastered the craft of building quality and spacious apartments equipped with top-notch amenities like gymnasiums, swimming pools, ample parking, to mention but a few. Each apartment comes with a private condominium title and individual utility meters. Our various residences located in Mutungo and Bukasa offer 2- and 3-bedroomed apartments affordably. We also take installment payments to lessen the financial strain of obtaining a home in one lump sum transaction. Whatever your ideal home is, HK Properties will give you something to fit the bill. For more information, please call us on 0758 274 389.
Property Fact, powered by HK Properties Uganda.
Welcome back from the commercial break, and now we are going into the property fact. Today being the journey into owning our home, the steps you need to know to get into owning that beautiful home, no matter where it is located, but at least it is your own home. Today we are in Matuga. We are going to know exactly where we are right now, and with me is a homeowner, and she is going to tell us exactly those steps that you need to know. You don't need to worry. Owning a home is very, very possible. So our property viewers and listeners, yes, we are in Matuga and still on our journey to owning our lovely homes. We are with the homeowner right now that is going to take us through her journey so that we can pick a leaf. Sarah, you are welcome once again to the show.
Thank you.
Sarah, where are we?
We are in a place called Manzi along Semuto Road. You branch off Chiwewa to the place called Manzi.
Is Manzi an LC1 area, or it is a village, a parish, a town?
It's a village.
It's a village. So Manzi is in
Wakiso district.
Wakiso district. Viewers and listeners, we are in Chiwewa, just after Matuga. We wanted to know exactly where is that person's hope into owning a home. Sarah, how big is this place where we are right now?
It's 1.5 acres.
So it is 150 decimals. Why Manzi? Why did you come here? Is this place yours? Do you own it as Sarah?
Yes, I own it personally because I bought it rightfully from the owner, and I hold a land title on it.
So how did you get here? Why Manzi?
I had some challenges. I had a home and it seemed small to me. And I was always having that urge of wanting to do farming. After, of course, praying and asking God to guide me and help me through and say, should I take a loan? What do I do? I had my own home in Wachiso, but it was in a small piece of land. So this is when I opted for selling it off, then acquiring a bigger land.
When was this, Sarah? Which year was this?
It was 2019.
So 2019, those are very few years from now. That is so close from today. How much the listeners and viewers of Property Hour would like to know, since you obtained this land in 2019, how much was this very property in 2019? How much did you buy it from the previous owner?
It was a bit challenging when I had a friend and knew about the land. So they tell me there is a good land in Matuga. I came with the hope of the other Matuga.
The other one on the main road.
The one known. So I came, they had to drive me along up to this place. Now I got to the place, it was a bit scary, very dark, very wet. But when I looked on the vegetation around, it had good soils. I said, okay. And like, you know, the brokers, they were telling me the owner wants.
The agents who wanted to connect you to the owner.
Yes. They didn't want to show me the owner, but they told me the owner is selling this land at 28M. No reduction, no increment. But since I had liked the land, I kept begging the agent who had brought me, can I meet the owner of the land?
Did the agent let you meet the owner there and then?
He did not, but as anyone else who is in the field, I had a friend told me, do you know, if you wish, you think you like that land, let us go to the village, look for the LC1, we shall get to the owner of the land. So
was that challenging for you to get the owner? So to the viewers out there and the listeners, that means people in the field are facing challenges with housing agents. Sometimes the housing agents try to block people who are potential buyers or who are willing to buy these properties from the owners. We will kindly ask you to always at least be flexible enough, do your job professionally, and let these people access the owners. At the end of the day, they will be good enough to get back to you maybe with the commission payments that usually is the cause of why you block them. And then the other thing, Sarah, you just told us that your friend later led you to the owners. Kindly, if you are a listener and a viewer and you have a friend, please, and you know of some property, tip them. It could be you as a friend to save them into the journey of owning their property. Like Sarah just told us, it was a friend that at least let them access the owner or the previous owner of this property. Sarah, before we go further into the entire journey of owning this very beautiful place, we want to know, what is that triggered you off into coming to buy this property? You as a person, was it a vision? Was it you just doing it for the sake of it? What is that as a person that pushed you into looking out for owning this property?
Honestly, it was a vision, a long-term vision. I've always had it. I want to do farming, and at least in my late age, I don't want to stay in town buying tomatoes, buying matoke. You can own a place of your own and you do everything home and you live a better life.
Wow, so that is how you ended up here. You really wanted a spacious place. No wonder all this is 1.5 acres in Chiwewa, close to Matuga. So, Sarah, back to our journey. You have your 1.5 acres. You have bought the property. In 2019, you told us you bought it at?
28M.
28 million. So looking at 28 million in 2019, how much do you anticipate right now in 2020? How much do you think this property is going for? If I wanted to buy it from you right now.
Right. Actually, the price, as I was trying to tell you, the price was 28M on market with those agents. But when I took a step looking for the rightful owner of the land, I actually ended up saving even 3M because I bought it at 25M.
Wow, so you actually paid the owner 25 million when you got to them?
When I got to the owner, and it was a very, very big
difference. 3 million is a lot of money. Thank you to the listeners and viewers. Very important to insist on getting onto the table with the owner of the property so that you can have a one-on-one discussion, because you see Sarah ended up saving 3 million because she couldn't let the discussion go through the agents all the way. So it's very important for us on our journey of owning a home to at least try and have a one-on-one with the owner of the property. You could end up saving a 3M just like Sarah did. Sarah, back to our journey. We have our property. We bought at 25 million in 2019. How much do you anticipate it to be as of today? If I wanted to be a buyer as of now.
I had a friend, after seeing my place, she had interest in the area. We've been looking around this place. They sell an acre of land at 35 M. Wow. 35 now. Maybe when you go through bargaining power, they could go up to 30, but that's why they say 35.
Wow. So on the market, at the market price, we have an acre of land at 35. That means if we add our half of the acre, we are at 50 million. So that means from 2019 to right now, September 2020, that means we have our 50 million. We have already acquired a value of more than half than we invested in. That is a very good return on investment, considering the kind of area we are in right now. The listeners and viewers, kindly let us not get congested in town. We can still come this side and enjoy our spacious area just like Sarah is doing. You have your good property, it's already appreciating value before you can. By the way, we were talking about the land, we're not talking about the house. That means if you include the house, we could shoot to even 100 million right now. Even more. Yeah. Wow. Wow, thank you. So now I want us to go into Sarah owning this particular house. Sarah, you are a lady. Oli Muchala. Before I even know your journey on how you got to build this house, where is this money coming from to own a property? Because a listener out there might be wondering, or maybe she has a sponsor, or maybe. So we need to know exactly, Oli Muchala, sentences of Muchala, or your money as a lady, how did you put it together, for example? Start with the land before we even go to the house.
This money is not from any sponsor, it's my money. How did I acquire it? In my youth, I was doing some work, I had to go for Cheyo, elsewhere, then got some little money. When I got that money, we bought a piece of land. It's a 50 by 100 in Wachiso. By then, Wachiso that was 2007, around that, 2007, 2006. So we buy our land, me with my husband, Chiseka. We built a house. By then, we were comfortable because the place was just enough for us. We didn't have kids by then. Time went on, we had kids. Now, around 2016, 2017, I started developing an urge within me. I want to get a bigger land. Because by the time we went to that place, Wachiso, we thought it was big. Now all around us, we are houses, to an extent that you even have nowhere to go through to get your what. Yeah. So I said, why do I have to keep myself? Look at this place. Now, yeah, I had already built it myself. As long as it's my place, my
as long
home.
as it is what you own as a person, yeah.
So we had to discuss with my husband, remember, let us act maturely. Why don't we leave this place and get a better one? God had our prayers, because there was some man who was owning some commercial business around us. And we thought he wanted the land, but he didn't tell us he wanted the land. But from what he was doing, it's like we had to think twice and push ourselves away from that land. That's when we brought in that idea of selling off our home in Wachiso. We sold off the home. So we just sent it as it were Murundi Gumu. But every bit we get.
If it's not money in lump sum, usually it might not have value like the money that they give to you at once.
Actually, that's what I always say. It's been God's mercy. Kubanga, you are selling off your property, hoping to get a one-hand payoff and do what you want. Naye n'atasobola kuwa mugaga sente zo. He pays you the way he wants.
At his own time, at his own convenience.
And that's pace.
Oh no.
Gwe n'oteekamu obugumiikiriza, n'oteekamu okwerumiriza. What we decided with my husband, whichever money he gives us, little or much, we don't tamper with it for our school fees, for our home needs, for our what. We cater for that aside. So when we bought the land, then we shall wait. When he gives us a payment, you start the building. But it's not been long, because I started this house in January of this year, 2020. You
started building the house in January 2020. Wow. Yes. So considering the COVID area, yes, that means we are in 3-4 months, yes, of building this house. Now, Sarah, on that point, you got your money when you're in this youthful age that God gave you a journey into becoming a homeowner, and then you had this urge and vision that you one day must have a property on a very huge area, not just being on a 6 decimal somewhere in Kampala, but you wanted this other space like you're in right now. Now, I want to know kindly, from Kampala up to like here, what kind of distance do you anticipate it to be from the CBD itself?
You know, when it's your home, you can never think of it being distant, very far.
Home is home.
With me, I feel very comfortable, and I see myself just living exactly near Kampala, because it takes me 30 minutes from here to Kampala.
Wow, so it's a 30-minute drive. Are you considering jam? Assume it's a plane.
Okay, assume we have jam. It could take you an hour, 45 minutes. And you have shortcuts to work.
Oh, so it is 30 minutes from the CBD up to Chiwewa, right where we are. So, Sarah, we are starting this house in 2020 January. Yes. Okay, we are considering the COVID break where nothing was being done, about 3 months or so. Now, we have about 3 to 4 months of constructing this house. On to the real journey. You are a lady, you are taking care of this construction. Are you doing it by yourself? Do you come and supervise every day? Take us through exactly. I would love a listener out there and viewers out there listening to Property Hour right now on Next Radio 106.1 FM, as well those who are live streaming and watching us on www.nextradio.co.ug/live, and those who are following us at the Ugandan Realtor on all our platforms. Kindly to stick onto it and listen to that beautiful journey exactly from brick 1 up to the last bit of owning a house, as Sarah is going to take us through. Sarah, kindly, I would love the listeners and viewers out there to know this journey. How does it start? Do you have a friend as well who is going to build for you this house, like a friend who led you to the owner? Do you have a contractor? Do you have a builder in this village who is giving free services? We want to know exactly the money challenges like you had with your previous buyer, the what. Just take us through exactly up to this house like you are seeing it right here. We are going to take you inside, by the way, in a bit. But just like you're seeing this house where it is at this level, and when you hope to totally finish it and come and enjoy your beautiful area with a gated and beautiful green in just not a few months from now. And kindly, Sarah, over to you.
I have hope for that.
Amen.
Nearest future. It's a bit hectic. It's not been very easy. You know, getting someone to do your construction, someone knows you're a woman, you don't know anything. They're going to count for you materials, they're going to do this. Sometimes your head is off, you cry. You do it, but again, you set off yourself tomorrow morning. It's been very hectic because every day, I had to come from Kampala to here to see the supervision. Morning till late in the evening, I'll go.
So you stay on the site?
Yes.
From morning, when they are reporting to come and work, yes, until the evening when they are setting off?
Yes. Then after a certain level, you see your people are stabilizing. Okay. Of course, you can't. I brought a builder who at least I knew.
The builder is also your friend?
Should I say?
Or you know them as a builder?
I know him because I've seen the work he's done.
Oh, wow.
He has his own principles, very difficult, very annoying, but at least I appreciate what he does.
What you could call annoying could be the help from him to get you onto the journey of owning a home. Because he might think it's being difficult, yet he wants you to do the right things.
Yes, maybe they could be right, but for him, you tell him, I want this. he will totally say, I'm not, personally, if I'm to build for you, I'm not doing that. And two, he did not like to engage with these village boys, like the ones helping to on the side. He had the reason.
The casual laborers.
Yes, he had the reason that when you bring them, they have this tendency of running out with your material, the cement, because they're in the area. So for him, he tells you, give me
He
your
imports from another area to this area.
Yes.
Wow, that could be a tactic for the contractors that don't use these mansons or the casual laborers. I mean the people who carry the bricks and all that from the area, because they could carry the brick to their nearby home. Wow, that's a beautiful one. Yes, Sarah.
Because they're on a target, they want to go back to their home. They will work committingly, full time, because they used to leave this site at around 9 in the night, and I was like, you man, you're overworking people, and he was saying me, these are my people, and they've always worked with me, they know.
So did you enter into a contract with them and tell them I want my house in this period? Did you agree on how much money to use? How much money was it?
Okay, the house, personally, I've built it in phases. We had to do it in phases.
You agreed with the contractor that you're going to do it in phases.
Yes,
Why?
bit and bit.
Someone out there would want to know, why did you agree to do it in phases? Is it what you wanted, or there was a reason as to why?
Sometimes I wanted to load down the pressure. When they tell you the whole bit of it,
Becomes too much.
it becomes too much, and you may think you will never build a house. I cannot manage building a house, because he's going to come and count for you, and like when he puts that thing on paper, he wants something like 20 M.
Where will I get 20 M at a go?
Where am I going to get it? So what we do it in phases. When I get my money, I know I have 5 M now. How far can it take me? I'll call for him. I tell him, I want this and this. What is your labor? When I take off his labor, then I'll count my balance. What materials do I have?
So Sarah, on that note, when you don't let this person, I mean they are the builder, they know what material to buy. Did you go and buy the material yourself, Sarah?
I had to buy some myself. Others you have to leave and give company. You can buy the cement. You can go direct yourself to the store, the cement.
Okay, so you go to the cement store and buy your cement and...
But these, the sand, the bricks, at times you have to let him. Should I say
it became too much for you as a lady.
He has to think for you. Because you go to the bricks, they'll give you a different price. And the bricks are very bad. The moment you bring them, they'll get broken off. But for him, he will go to the bricks. You have to put that trust to someone. Eh? You give him the money, you let him go. Look for the sand, look for the stones, the bricks.
So we are on site. We have the builder. We have agreed on how to pay him. Some materials you will buy and some materials you will not buy. So a listener out there, that means these builders are open to us. Don't think that what they have put on paper for you is what you are going to go buy. Just like Sarah has just told us, we can always engage and agree perhaps on how we can go about it, as long as it works for both parties. That is one who wants to be a homeowner and one who can put this home into place, just like Sarah is trying to do right now. So Sarah, you have bought some of the materials, the builder is building. Now you as a lady, do you understand how these things are supposed to go? Do you know, for example, because you've told me that you always come and supervise. What are you supervising? Chala Sarah, chicho manyinga, ngo mchala, otegela chi.
Oyinza obutabitegera ngeri jazimba mwe, but I keep on disturbing them. Like on the foundation, you bring like bricks 10,000, and they are building just the foundation. So you have to ask him, of course with the guidance.
That means they don't want you to supervise.
They don't want you. We always have abakazi mutawanya zisaka akolera mukazi. So but builders so we have to go.
So builders tebagala kuzimbira mukazi
bamanyi tubatawanya nnyo obeera n'omubuuza, and they seem we always have that mentality mbubatubba. So I told you.
On that note, Sarah, don't these builders, for example, your builder, don't they take advantage of you being a lady?
The builder I'm using is a friend to my husband, at least. And whenever I see myself off with him, I will let my husband discuss with him. and I only come to put in action what they have discussed. Like on the bill, okay, you give him the plan of what you want to do, then he also give you, they will talk.
Let me take you back a little. This property here, because you just talked about a plan, and I know I could think that before you build a house, you have an approved plan, for example. What kind of property is this? What ownership is it? Do you have a sales agreement on it? Do you have, from the previous owner, what did you get from them to know that this is your property?
It was a land title.
Oh, so you have a land title in your names?
In my name.
Wow. So if you have a land title...
Because I managed to get to the rightful owner of the land.
It's written on private Milo title. Now, if you have this private Milo title land and you paid for it your 25 million in 2019, what shows as of today in 2020 that it is Sarah's title? Or they just gave it to you and you have it kept in a safe somewhere or under your bed?
No, of course I had to make some cross-check at the district.
At Wakiso district.
At Wakiso district. I have a friend, a surveyor friend.
Wow. I think friends are really playing a very good job in your life, Sarah. And I pray that a friend out there listening and viewing will help another friend to just get on a journey.
The block number and the plot number. Then he'll give you the details. So I gave in my plot number and block number. I told him to search for me that title. On searching, he tells me it is in such name. And they were my names. So that gave me confidence. Oh,
so that means you took it there to change it from the previous owner to your owner, and now you have checked, you know, it is your title. Right now, it is Sarah's title. If I come right now and I tell you, Sarah, this is my land, you will say, no, this is my title. Wow. Thank you so much to the listeners and viewers. Do not just build into a property that does not belong to you. Be like Sarah, who uses a channel of friends. You could go out and use professionals if you don't have friends that can help you. And then make sure that before you go into owning this property, the journey starts, rather into building on this property, for example, and developing it, the journey starts with owning it legally and making sure that at least your names are registered on that property, what we call a registered proprietor on that property, just like Sarah is a registered proprietor on this very block and plot. So Sarah, now I want to know, and the viewers out there would want to hear and listen in, you have the contractor, you have agreed. What challenges did you go through along the way from brick one up to where the house is now?
Of course, all can't be well. Somewhere we have gone off with him. Even if you just don't want to look at him and talk to him, but he's the person doing your work. You come back and gather yourself. Because with the bricks, it was okay. There are times they underestimate, and after you think you have done that, they will say, now we have another problem here, like as you see that shed down there. We were building and we thought we had gone at a certain level, and the man says after they brought the building, the foundation, they have to fix the soil to fill it.
So it was different from what the plan had.
Yes, and now he says another problems have come in. What? You need to buy iron bars. I have to tie this beam down.
So on that note, Sarah, just a little bit. Is the person building the one who drew this house on how it is supposed to look like? So you have that friend who knows how to draw a building, what we call architects in the field. So he's an architect, he can draw as well, he can build what he has drawn.
Yes. With the bricks, it's okay, but the biggest problem comes when you get up there.
Where did you get the bricks from? Did you do them from here or you were buying them?
We are buying them.
So you were buying them?
But around the village.
Oh, like around this village, people are doing bricks. So it's there is no cost of transporting and all that.
It is, but not too much.
But not too much.
Yes, because you go to there's another village after this one. They are good at brick making. Some used to get even around the place. Then it comes to the roofing stage. That one. Should I say it was disgusting?
Why is the roofing stage, Sarah, disgusting? Someone listening in right now would love to know, why is it disgusting? Why do you call it disgusting?
Because it had that, the wood, the timber it takes is quite too much, and at a very high price. Because by that time, that's when the COVID,
how much is timber, for example?
That's when the COVID came in.
For example, how much is timber and how much timber did you use for this house?
I used around, I counted 350 pieces. So some range in 15,000, some go up to 20 because they're in different sizes. Some go for 10.
So that means the sizes differ and then also that's the cost.
Yes. So when they get to the accounting of it, you see, it's a very big thing you can never manage. But I still had to go strong. But thank God we managed to do it. And the timber was not within the area.
So you were getting the timber
in Busega.
In Busega. Wow. You're getting timber from Busega up to Chiwewa. Sarah, don't you think on the journey of owning this home, getting timber from Busega up to here was a bit costly on your house?
Costly, because that's when even we had an argument between me and my builder, because I wanted us to get timber in Chiwewa, because but when we got there, he was always saying, no, this is not good for that house. I can't.
Okay, so Sarah, let someone listening in get to know this very, very well. That means around Chiwewa, Matuga, your builder could not agree with the quality of timber that is provided in Chiwewa. So someone out there in the marketplace, we have a virgin market right here in Chiwewa. Bring good quality, and then, very many houses are around. I'm seeing them right here. There are very, very many that are coming up, and they are not yet even close to using timber. Yet someone that to get good quality, you have to move all the way from here up to Busega. That's quite a distance, and that calls for a cost and a higher cost of construction. Let us go inside here and look at this journey that you're trying to get on into owning a home. Sarah, why is this house facing this side? Is there a particular reason why?
My main reason of facing it here, I wanted to look at the view of the main road there.
Oh, so you
like I'm seated here, you can sit around.
And all this green and the view and wow. So that means when you're getting into building your home, you need to at least consider a particular view that is going to be very pleasant for you when you're enjoying your balcony and all that. Someone viewing and listening in to at least have, someone viewing out there to have a glance at exactly what is inside. And to the listeners, we'll keep explaining for you how the inside looks like. Let's check out inside. But before we go inside, Sarah, what is this kind of door exactly? What is it on this house?
It's a sliding door.
It's a sliding door. Sarah, before we go inside, take a glance at the interior so far on the good job that you have done. Someone would wonder, Chiwewa, Ematugeyo, kindly, and there are security issues because I'm seeing, yes, you have neighbors, but you people are in open space. What are you planning to do? Someone listening in and viewing at least would love to know exactly how safe this place is, because owning a home at least comes along with security.
Okay, thank you. As I told you from the beginning, these are the benefits of owning a big land. That's why I told you I always had that. Now, just as you see here, we have this land which needs leveling to make a compound. And after leveling, we are getting too much soil. Which soil we are going to make bricks out of it.
Wait, this soil?
Yes.
You're going to level the soil?
We are going to
and just leave the compound like that?
No, of course we are going to do some compound designing, but after removing this layer of soil.
Yes.
And the one we've removed, we are going to make bricks out of it.
This soil here, the soil in a compound, you are going to get it and use it to make bricks. Because I can see it's too much soil here. So you're going to get this soil and make bricks out of it.
So instead of me buying the already made bricks, I'm making bricks here.
So Sarah, did you get this soil as when you were building? Did you excavate it somewhere, or how did it come about?
This is where I got the level of the soil. That's where it was. I got it on this level. So I want to go to ground it and make it.
And level it a very good looking compound. And then use that soil to make bricks. So where are you going to take those bricks? Are you going to sell them?
No, I'm making bricks to make my own fence.
And get bricks out of it and then have a perimeter wall
Wall,
around.
yes.
That is cost effective in my
Yes,
view.
yes.
This is something someone out there would love to know in case you have soil in your compound and then you are suffering with making that perimeter wall. Please get the experts, get the professionals, always listening to such kind of advice and information. Compound. Thank you so much, Sarah. So we can try, check inside and then know what and how it looks like.
Before you go inside, I think you were wondering what is going on. What is
Exactly.
This?
I'm seeing a small house of the sort. I don't know what it is.
This is This is where farming begins. I want to start rearing some chicken out of that one.
Wow, so those are some of the advantages of owning a big land. You can own as many properties as you want. This is property as well, by the way. It is a property.
Yes, I've invested in it and I have hope of.
Wow, beautiful Chiwewa Matuga it is today. Let's get into inside.
You are most welcome. This is my house, property.
Property hour. Thank you so much, Sarah. To our listeners and viewers, someone listening, you cannot see exactly what we are seeing, but the viewers, you can see exactly what we are talking about. We are in a beautiful home that Sarah is trying to own. Sarah, tell me, this is a very good standard, at least from my experience. Do you know that this is a good standard exactly, or you just wanted it to be high? This is a bit, I cannot anticipate the inches, but it's really, really high. It's a standard height for a house. So Sarah, no.
This is our sitting room. It's combined sitting and dining room. Once.
Sarah, webale nnyo for allowing us into your house. And now I just have two questions inside this house, so that someone out there can exactly know how it feels to get into a journey of owning a home. How many bedrooms does this house have?
It has 3 bedrooms and a living room.
Dining, living room, and 3 bedrooms. How many bathrooms does it have?
It has 3 bathrooms. One of the master bedroom, and each bedroom has its own bathroom.
Okay. What level are you remaining with to complete this house?
I want to do the plastering inside. Then I'll do one side, then we do the other bit of it slowly, but after doing the plastering. And I have hope that by next year, God willing, January or February, this house will be in a good condition for someone to live in. It may not be complete, but you can live in it.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. To our listener and viewer right there, we would like to tell you that the house that Sarah is trying to get into, into ownership and occupancy. I think this house is not less than 200 square meters. The house alone. And remember, it is seated on 1.5 acres. There's a lot of farming out there. There's a lot, she's enjoying her space, just like her vision into owning a home was and still stands. So Sarah, you expect to be in this house by January next year. That is your period. Yes. And you are remaining with the plastering and putting in the glasses like you've told us. Yes. And then you can have some parts fixed so that you can start staying in the house. To the viewer out there where you have your house and you are worried about its finishing, kindly, you can just buy a leaf from Sarah's story and at least finish one part. Stay in it as you finish the other. At least at the end of the day, you are owning that home and you are under shelter that you own rather than at least spending on the rent. Sarah, thank you so much. You have been helpful. I'm very sure that someone listening in and viewing, they have picked a leaf. You could use your networks to build the house. We have learned from Sarah today that at least we can build our home in phases. Someone, just like Sarah told us, that her mind races when she thinks about a big, huge of money. That is why she decided to break it down in phases. Sarah, what beautiful word do you have to tell a listener and viewer out there? This is a both visual and audio program. You're being watched on TV as well as you're being listening on radio. So kindly, we would like to know, someone out there, what do you have to tell them into a journey of owning your home? In just 1 or 2 words, something that someone out there could go back home with tonight.
To the viewers outside there or the listeners, what I know, you can make your muyenga anywhere you put it. There are some people living in Muyenga, Kampala, but for me here, I call it my Muyenga. And I'm very happy and proud of it because I get fresh food from my garden. My children go eating fresh jackfruit. I have no more stress about the pawpaws I used to buy in Nakasero. Everything is fresh. ate abalina endowooza mbu ekyalo kibi. Ekyalo si kibi nga you are living in your own home. There's nothing like
No, we drove up to here. We did get stuck on the way. So.
I have some of my friends, they are telling me, Katisaro, Kadi, the Dalotan, but I'm happy. And whenever they come to visit me here, men are buying ideas to come and buy land here. Only that it's getting much, much expensive. Never lose hope. Everything is possible. This has been my dream for some years, and I've always told my people, I have to get a house in Chalo and build there and stay there.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing your experience today. I pray that you have picked something from tonight's story with a journey to owning your home. There are very many steps. We could never talk about them and exhaust them. There are very many. That is Sarah's story. And don't forget that we are going to get you very many stories. This was a Muyenga in Chiwewa Matuga. Now, we are going to take you as well to the real Muyenga, still on the Property Hour. Stay tuned. Do not go away. Let's get right back.
Penthouse Inn for all your relaxation and luxurious living. Well-designed standard deluxe, honeymoon and presidential suites, equipped with the best restaurant for your fine dining, an in-house private bar and backbenchers lounge, known for getting well-manicured gardens for parties and corporate outdoor activities. Secure parking, executive conference hall with a capacity of 20 people, plus a paid shuttle service to and from your destination, including the airport. Located in Namugongo, Nsawo Community Estate, house number 51 and in Moyo. For more information, contact us on 0779 510 710 or email us info@penthouseins.com or visit www.penthouseins.com and on social media at Penthouse Inn, Namugongo and Moyo. Property Trends.
Our property trend tonight is related to our topic of pricing. We are trying to see what is trending and what prices are trending, relating them to particular properties. To our listeners and viewers, we are trying to tell you what prices are trending in the modern times of 2020 in Uganda. We are going to have an example of Amber Residence. This is a building of condominium flats that is located in Bukasa, Muyenga. Considering the location of Muyenga, this is close to the CBD. Want to know, is such an area, for example, trending, and what are the prices attached to the location of Muyenga? In Muyenga, and in particular at Amber Residency, we are looking at a flat of UGX 275 million, and this house has 3 bedrooms, and it is seated on a built-up area of 128 square meters. Relating this to our topic today, we can see that the condominium housing is trending right now, because instead of having to look for a plot of land in Bukasa Muyenga of UGX, for example, 700 million, and then you're going to put your house, one will opt for a condominium house of UGX 275 million. And they will still enjoy the view of Lake Victoria in Muyenga. They will still enjoy the closeness to the CBD when they want to rush and go to work. To our listeners and viewers, we will keep you up to date with the trends, with exactly where and how you need to look around for you to have the properties that are trending on the market. Thank you.
Uganda's real estate industry is growing at a very fast rate. It requires professional property management, and that's why at Pyramid Housing, we simplify relationships between all real estate stakeholders by bridging the gap in service delivery and client satisfaction through world-class service and market-leading expertise. And this is through our services of property management, real estate construction, sanitation services, moving and relocation, as well as occupiers representation. Pyramid Housing, defined by expertise.
Thank you so much. Remember to stay tuned in to Next Radio, your 106.1 FM. Thank you so much. We are coming to the end of the Property Hour tonight. Thank you so much for listening in, for viewing us. We appreciate all your comments, your support, your prayers. We really appreciate from deep our hearts, and kindly keep following us on all our social media platforms, Uganda and Walter, to keep up to date, inclusive and informative in relation to the real estate sector. We thank you all our listeners. I would like to appreciate the crew of the Property Hour. Thank you so much for putting this together, and to the listener and viewer tonight. I want to pray that you have picked at least something to guide you on your journey to owning a home, and if you already owned one, to a journey onto your next home as well. To that person who's still renting, or someone out there who was stuck somewhere, I pray that the information you got tonight at least has helped you, and you are going to embark on the journey that you had set to accomplish. Thank you so much. Stay blessed, and don't forget to stay tuned on to Next Radio 106.1 FM. Have a great night.